Hello everyone. Today we will have a new lesson about programming languages that start with letter I. IO. IO is a pure object-oriented programming language inspired by Smalltalk, Self, Lua, Lisp, Aquan, and Newton Script. IO has a prototype-based object model similar to the ones in Self and Newton Script, eliminating the distinction between instance and class. Like Smalltalk, everything is an object and it uses dynamic typing. Like Lisp, programs are just data trees. IO uses actors for concurrency. Icon. Icon is a very high-level programming language featuring goal-directed execution and many facilities for managing strings and textual patterns. It is related to Snowball and SL5, string processing languages. Icon is not object-oriented, but an object-oriented extension called IDLE was developed in 1996, which eventually became Unicorn. IBM Basic Assembly Language. Basic Assembly Language, or BAL, is the commonly used term for a low-level programming language used on IBM System or 360 and successor mainframes. Originally, Basic Assembly Language applied only to an extremely restricted dialect designed to run under control of IBM Basic Programming Support or BPS 360 on systems with only 8 kilobytes of main memory and only a card reader, a card punch, and a printer per input or output, thus the word basic. However, the full name and the initialism BAL almost immediately attached themselves in popular use to all assembly language dialects on the System 360 and its descendants. BAL for BPS 360 was introduced with the System 360 in 1964. IBM Hash Script. Hash Script or Host Access Script is an IBM-developed macro language with an XML syntax designed for programmatic interaction with terminal-based applications. Hash Script is based on a state machine principle. The first commercial implementation appeared in IBM's Host on Demand in the late 1990s. IBM software products that use Hash Script include WebSphere Host on Demand or HOD, Personal Communications, and WebSphere Host Access Transformation Services or HATS. When accessing the IBM mainframe, the Hash Script API allows for host emulation whereby information from the host screen can be retrieved and reformatted within a web page or other software application. There has been limited adoption of Hash Script as it requires an intense amount of system resources, general process overhead, and Java virtual machine resources. IBM Informix 4GL. Informix 4GL is a 4GL programming language developed by Informix during the mid-1980s. The Informix 4GL project was started in 1985 with Chris Maloney as chief architect. Roy Harrington was in charge of the related Informix Turbo, later renamed Online Engine, which bypassed the Cook file system in favor of raw disk. A rapid application development tool called 4Gen Case Tools was bundled with Informix 4GL from 1989 to 1996. IBM RPG. RPG is a modern proprietary high-level programming language or HLL for business applications, popular on the IBM A operating system on IBM Power Systems hardware. The current version, RPG 4, aka ILERPG, provides a modern programming environment. IBM has evolved the language, providing new capabilities to take advantage of technologies that have grown up in the marketplace. IDL. IDL, short for Interactive Data Language, is a programming language used for data analysis. It is popular in particular areas of science such as astronomy, atmospheric physics, and medical imaging. IDL shares a common syntax with PB-Wave and originated from the same codebase, though the languages have subsequently diverged in detail. There are also free or costless implementations such as GNU Data Language or GDL and Faulty Language or FL. Idris. Idris is a purely functional programming language with dependent types, optionalized evaluation, and features such as a totality checker. Idris may be used as a proof assistant, but it is designed to be a general-purpose programming language similar to Haskell. Idris is named after a singing dragon from the 1970s UK children's television program Ivor the Ancient. Inform. Inform is a programming language and design system for interactive fiction originally created in 1993 by Graham Nelson. Inform can generate programs designed for the Z-code or GLUX virtual machines. Versions 1 through 5 were released between 1993 and 1996. Around 1996, Nelson rewrote Inform from first principles to create version 6 or Inform 6. Over the following decade, version 6 became reasonably stable and a popular language for writing interactive fiction. In 2006, Nelson released Inform 7, briefly known as Natural Inform, a completely new language based on principles of natural language and a new set of tools based around a book publishing metaphor. That's all for the discussion about the programming languages that start with letter I. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.